Welcome back. This has been an amazing war. I kind of missed a couple wars in there because I was having some recording problems, but I really had to get a recap out on this one. Just an incredible war, 60-59 victory. The Frozen Flame came out and put a pretty big number on it. They did their attacks earlier, so we knew that the number to beat was 59 stars. Not only 59 stars, but they 90%ed War Pig. So we knew we were going to have a perfect war in order to get it done, and that's exactly what we did. Their bases were not easy. They were pretty tough, particularly at the Town Hall 8 level. Had a lot of modified Dragonflower style bases, but it didn't really matter. We got it done. Perfect war. Some incredible, amazing attacks about to come your way. So we got kind of a lot to cover today. I'm going to start out right away. We're going to come down to 16, and we're going to look at Gotti's attack down here on 16. Now Gotti's going to do a mass dragon attack, but check out this base. It has all of these corner and external buildings, and with dragons that can really slow things down. So this could very easily be a 97, 98, 99% 3-star because the dragons would have to circle around the entire base. But notice that Gotti is smart. He breaks down one of those dragons and brings a couple balloons and a couple archers just to clear up these corner buildings. So he's going to zap this bottom left air defense because he wants to come in nearest the king, nearest the clan castle, and use those to kind of help him out. So first thing he does is he drops one dragon up on the top and then another dragon inside of it because they're going to have to immediately deal with that clan castle. But he's already set the top edge of the funnel, and his dragons are still well out of range of taking any damage from the air defenses. So he goes ahead and continues to sprinkle in some dragons. He's going to use his king down here on the bottom to set the funnel down on this end. So the funnel is now set. He can start bringing in some dragons into the center here. Drops his own 3 balloons that he brought. And now everything's progressing in very nicely. He brings his back end CC loons. But look, at this point already, he's already starting to deploy these archers. Why? Because all of his dragons are down, his balloons are down, and his spells are done. Don't sit there and watch the raid go on. At this point, he has nothing else that he can do for the main attack, so he's already going to start transitioning to laying down these cleanup troops. So see, the archers go in on the corner buildings. Dragons and balloons are progressing across the base, taking everything out. And really, because all of these trash buildings are out of the base, that makes the dragons work a whole lot easier because there's a lot less in there for them to have to move forward, stop, breathe, reset, retarget, move forward, stop, breathe, because all of those buildings are out on the outside of the base and they got picked up very easily just by a couple of archers, which means that his dragons here in the center don't have too much to worry about except defense building to defense building. So we're going to speed this up a little bit on the cleanup here. He's got 3 dragons left. They're going to come on in, take out that last Tesla, and finish off with the Town Hall. Fantastic job, Gotti, of reading the base, looking what you got, and bringing the right army to deal with it. Not messing around here. We're going to walk up the ladder here to number 14, and we're going to look at the first of Lax's 6-pack in this war. This is an anti-dragon base. Now, notice about this base that it's got this moat, this 2-tile moat all the way around the outside. The idea is you want the dragons to circle the base and never cross that moat because they're always going to go to the closest building. And so as you can see, all the buildings have only, they're either touching or only one tile between them. So the closest building is always going to be the next building around in the circle of the outside. And as the dragons circle, they're taking fire from the air defenses the whole way around. So this is an excellent concept of an anti-dragon base, except if you know how to defeat it, it can go down pretty easy. So What Lax is going to do here is he's going to use his king. He drops it particularly on that cannon. That cannon's really important when he drops his balloons because you don't want any defense buildings out there on the outside. So the king's going to drop there, and he's going to set the funnel on one side. He's got these dragons over here, and they're going to take out this archer tower on the other side. And now he can just send all of his dragons in, because now what's going to happen? The nearest building is going to be that they're going to have to cross that moat and go on into the core. So once the CC is down, he's going to go ahead and the dragons will progress in. He'll drop his loons. They'll come on in and help out. And they're really there for that second air defense, because now his dragons are going to get bogged down on the high hit point items like the clan castle, and then they're going to move to the town hall. But you'll see that those balloons are going to progress directly to that air defense and drop that air defense before it can do too much damage to his dragons. And then they're going to go ahead and do a little bit more work and go ahead and get the Tesla taken out, and they're going to tank for that archer tower and that wizard tower. Bam. Now it's just nothing but cleanup. So now that trash ring that was the big event that could defeat his dragons is now easily defeated, because there's no air targeting defenses out there, nothing for the dragons to get hung up on, nothing that can do any damage to him, and he's still got about 4 dragons left, just doing work, getting it done. Great job, Lax. We're going to move up and take a look at Regna taking a shot at this base. Now, has a Town Hall 9 in the center, so one thing to think about, that it has that Town Hall 9, it's very unclear exactly what kind of traps might be upgraded. You can see what's visible, but you don't know, does it have upgraded giant bombs? Does it have the Teslas upgraded? What is and is not upgraded on this base that you can't see? And that's a big risk that Regna has to kind of deal with. So first thing she's going to do here is she's going to get the lure. Unlike a Town Hall 8, she does not have a poison to deal with that clan castle. So she's going to get the lure, pull the CC over to the side. She lost track a little bit, lost count there, and just wanted to make sure that everything actually did come out of the clan castle. Anytime you're not sure that you got anything, that wizard was kind of hidden underneath the baby dragon, so she threw another hog just to make sure, double checks and counts. Oh, yep, I have 15, so go ahead, circles everything up, nice half circle around, and again, she kills the baby dragon wizard archer combo with just a few archers. No reason to send wizards, because one thing to keep in mind is that wizards have a shorter range than archers do. So in that circle or half circle, the wizards are always going to step forward towards the CC troops, and they're going to be the closest to it, and so they're going to get targeted first. They might get one shot off if you're lucky. Sometimes as they're closing that distance, they get shot first, and you get no value out of that 4 troop space troop. So usually archers are the way to go. Regna's starting her surgical deployment, dropping a few hogs at a time. She gets them into the heal spell, and once things are targeting them, she's going to go ahead and bring more hogs in on the backside. Good read on that spring trap, letting one hog spring the trap. And again, no poison spells, so now she's got the skeleton traps, which aren't normal for a Town Hall 7 to have to face, but potentially upgraded skeleton traps. Those Larrys chasing the petting zoo all around the base. But she's very patient, spreads out her heal spells, waits, knows that she's going to need this heal at the end here. So they take down the sweeper and they go into the heal. They're now completely healed up, and now they can turn and take out those skeleton traps. All over but the crying, nothing left but cleanup. Fantastic job, Regna. We're going to keep walking up the ladder and see the back end of Lax's 6-pack here on number 12. This is going to be another dragon raid. And notice that he's going to start deploying dragons up on these corner builder huts. Again, you can miss a raid because of corner huts like that. But if you deal with them, then they have no value at all. He just eliminated those two buildings and his dragons took 0 fire. So not only does he get the value of taking those buildings out, but he's also going to go ahead and start setting the funnel because the dragons come into the corner. Now he's got dragons on the corners, and he can go ahead and lay additional dragons coming into the side here. Rages the king. That's going to help out. The king's going to help out with the ground portion of the clan castle troops. And notice that he brings these balloons in here through the side door, and they're going to progress right to that air defense. Don't pass go. Don't collect $200. Just go ahead, go right into that air defense, take it down, and then the balloons are going to go ahead and progress across. Great job, Lax, of reading this base, knowing where your balloons were going to go. Balloons are tanking right now for the dragons. Dragons come on in and take down that last air defense. And then it's just cleanup time. So fantastic raid. Lax with a 6-pack. This is a Town Hall 8. So not overly upgraded, but at least max Town Hall 7 defenses. And then some. Fantastic job. We're going to come up here to number 8, take a look at Valorian's raid. Valorian's going to do a mass hog attack on this. He's going to use an Asian wall style of attack. Notice he sends one hog in to probe that open area to see if there were any Teslas or giant bombs in there. Now he's going to go ahead and go for the lure. There, again, probing to see what's in that gap, see if he can maybe find a spring trap and waste a spring trap on that single hog, but that's all right. Now he knows that there's not one there, so he lures the clan castle all the way up to the top. Gets everything circled up here. Bring it in nice and tight so that it's all within the poison spell. And go ahead, that half circle of archers on the back side of the poison spell. See where he places the archers in order to pull all of those troops in. Now, he goes ahead and uses some wizards here, but notice that the 3 wizards he dropped, he got almost not very much value for. And because they step forward of the archers, they're the first things to get shot. Very wisely drops his king in there, and then this Asian wall deployment style. So now he's got a wall of hogs progressing across this base. And he's go ahead and lays his heal spells kind of online for him. Everything is covered, no worries. He doesn't have to worry about these giant bombs too much because his hogs are already in heals. Drops that last heal spell, and look, all these hogs are inside of that last heal spell. Everything getting healed up. They move on down, move over here into the corner. He's got one more spell on that last defense. He's going to go ahead and drop that poison spell. Great patience, saving that till the end. That's going to take out the skeleton traps, and it's going to slow down that king so that he's only going to get actually about 2 shots in there. I don't think he killed any of those hogs. They go right into the core. They take out the core, town hall, clan castle, move on to the storages. Fantastic job. Easy cleanup. Going to go up to 5 here. Take a look at Gemini's raid. Gem's also going to do a mass hog, kind of Asian wall. He's going to send one hog in here. Note that this looks like it's an unlurable clan castle. See how all the defenses are right on the CC ring? But this bottom defense is poorly placed. It's outside. And that will happen a lot of times. This base is a kind of a modified Dragonflower base. A Dragonflower base is really a Town Hall 10 or Town Hall 9 level base, but they've used that same concept here. And because they've kind of modified it to Town Hall 8 and scrunched everything in, now the CC ring is not completely protected. So he gets one hog in there, gets a full CC pull. Always count noses to make sure everything came out. Baby Dragon 10, 3 wizards is brings us up to 22, and 3 archers brings us to 25. So 25 points came out of the CC. Gets everything in nice and tight, and place that poison spell right on the dragon's shadow, and then again just a couple archers on the back side of that to keep sucking everybody into the poison. Look folks, you don't need to kill things with the archers and wizards. That max level poison, that level 4 poison, is going to do the work on its own. You don't have to worry about whether or not your troops kill the CC. That poison is going to take it down. So check this out. Goes ahead and you know that the bomb tower is going to have that bomb, so you actually want the heal to be right after the bomb tower, so that as they run through it, they run into the heal. But there's also this open space over here where there could potentially be a giant bomb or a double giant bomb. So he gets the first giant bomb to pop under the heal. It goes, the hogs immediately heal back up, and a second giant bomb comes, and before it goes, they completely heal, and they come out of the area completely healed up, as though nothing affected them. That's because this giant bomb is poorly placed. His hogs progress from north to south the long way across this giant bomb. So when you do 2 giant bombs together like that, you want to set it so that the orientation of the bombs is the other way. You want it kind of going so they cross the short side. You understand what I mean? So from this hut here towards the clan castle, they would be moving through that double giant bomb set, the short side, so that they hit both of them simultaneously. If you're going to do a double giant bomb set, that's the way to do it. Heather Clash Tutor has a fantastic video on how to set up giant bombs, even what's called a double giant bomb that will now actually make bacon again with hogs. You can actually kill those hogs instantly with that set. So always want to make sure that those hogs progress across the short side of your double giant bomb. Gets that last heal centered on that wizard tower, which is the last real significant problem for his hogs. They come out of that. Enemy king's already down. Enemy skeleton traps must have been set to air. So everything's down. Just cleanup time. Doesn't need that poison. Saved it to the end, but doesn't need it. Hogs go ahead and clean up the core. King and everybody else get the outside. Fantastic job, Jim. Going to come up here and take a look at Sun Tzu. Sun Tzu is going to come in here and knows that there's these 2 open areas on either side of the base. So probes the first one, sends a hog in, probes the second one. At this point, on a base with only 3 giant bombs, he's now destroyed 2 of them. So it's an easy day. Brings the CC, and with that, not only did he get the 2 giant bombs, but he got all of the skeleton traps. So 2 skeleton traps worth of skeletons come down. Again, just leaving. Let the poison do the work. Trickles a couple archers around the edge of the poison just to keep them in that poison, and lets the poison do the work. Does this 3-finger drop. So he's got hogs, again, very similar to the Asian wall, because at this point he's got hogs on either side. Lays the heal spell so that once the giant bomb goes off, they're still covered in the heal afterwards. Finds that 3rd giant bomb, so go ahead and snap. Lays down that heal spell for them. He's going to rage the king here, because the king was doing a little bit of tanking, but he wants to make sure that he's eliminated all of the potential things that could distract those hogs, so that they go ahead and deal with the king. Now, watch what happens here with this king. He's going to go ahead and lay the poison on it. Again, it's not really going to do a lot of damage to a hero the way that it did to the CC, but what it does is it slows that hero down, so those hogs get a lot of shots in on this king. They very nearly kill the king right here, but he's down to such low health that he's very quickly going to go down from the next hogs that he encounters. Not really going to be a worry there. So comes to cleanup. all the hogs meet together in the center on those last couple of storages. They're going to go in. His BK gets the king. All over but the crying. Great job, Sun Tzu. We're going to look at one last raid here. Why not? What the heck? Let's go all the way up top and take a look at War Pig's raid on number 1. Again, we always like to kind of look forward. Most of you guys at Town Hall 7, Town Hall 8. But what does it look like at Town Hall 9? So the first thing he's going to do is he's going to zap quick this top air defense, and then he's going to bring the queen in to the side here. Now, watch where the sweeper goes and the value he gets from this baby dragon, because the sweeper is going to help keep the baby dragon out of range of the air defense. And the way the sweeper cone goes, it's going to go ahead and avoid those healers. They're not going to have a problem with it. So the baby dragon has done its funneling work perfectly. He comes over here, and as a last kicker, he takes out that seeking air mine. The queen gets the enemy queen. She's going to go ahead and step up. We know she's going to start taking damage from that X-bow. Plus, the clan castle is going to come out in a second here, so he wants that rage the healers. Again, with that rage spell, most of the value is not for the queen. It's for the healers themselves to keep her up. She does plenty of damage. What you need is the healers raged so that they do double healing effect. Drops 2 lava hounds in. They're tanking all of the defenses at this point. Drops a 3rd lava hound up top. He's got balloons covering the entire other half of the base. The queen has already got about a 1/3 of the base. The balloons are taking the other 2/3. We're going to start to see hounds pop. Those hounds popping, they're going to provide cleanup troops onto the non-defenses. And there's really, at this point, only one air targeting defense left. The queen's going to come in. She's going to go ahead and take care of that archer tower. He wrecked this base so bad that that 3rd lava hound never even popped. You want it to pop because you want to get those cleanup troops. But in this case, I think he's got plenty to deal with the situation. So very sweet raid. Everything coming together. Breaks the base down surgically and sections it off so that the archer queen and her healers have a portion. The lava hound takes care of the other portion, and everybody comes together for cleanup. Fantastic raid, and that's really what it was all about. We sectioned this clan down. The Town Hall 7s did their job, the Town Hall 8s did their job, and the Town Hall 9s cleaned it up at the very end to give us a perfect war. Great job, fantastic war. Everything is going just hitting on all cylinders lately, and very proud of you guys. Glad that things are going really well, and we're looking forward. We're sustaining this winning streak and really having a lot of fun enjoying what's going on in the clan right now. Fantastic job, guys.